Wonderful.
Hello! Happy birthday, Cade! Happy birthday, Cade! Happy birthday, little guy! Hey everyone, don't forget to drop some cakes in chat for Cade! It's Cade's birthday! Yo, hell yeah! Kate says, I drank a cream soda and finished Demon Tower Chapter 1. Hell yeah! Hi, Ronnie. Hi, Kitty. Kate says, little? Soy hombre grande. You're right, big guy. You're right. Yo, I mean, that's how I play Pokemon Puzzle League. Dallas is in chat. There was a 13-minute long Pokemon Puzzle Challenge League battle at GD Queer. I gotta catch that, man. That sounds really fun. Plague and I grew up playing that game, so if we played together, it would be like a 10+ minute match. Maxi, what's wrong, Maxi? Is everything okay, Maxi? You sound a little stressed, Maxi. No, I'm not stressed. Why is Kitty laughing in the background? Don't worry about it. Kitty wasn't laughing in the background. I lied. Against the CPU! Oh, that's incredible. Anyways, fellas, welcome to, the stream. I guess I should just like straight up just like start, huh? I guess I'll just start. 3, 2, 1, boop. Hello, everyone. It's me, Maxi, your navigator here in the land of the interwebs. Let me just show you. Perfect. Here we go. And I guess I'll just. So I have a couple of things to talk about first and foremost. Oh, yo, Nomia is here? The earliest Nomia? Hey, Nomia. Yo, did you know that Nomia is streaming later today, by the way? Exclamation mark Nomia. It's 7 a.m. The earliest Nomia. Hello, friendos. I love you all. So please let me know. We have a lot to talk about, so I'm gonna put like a little like mental timer of like 5 minutes. 5 minutes before we start working. Okay, 5 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes. Nomia says your time zone changed. Congratulations, it's changing tomorrow again. So, I have a bunch of stuff to say, but first and foremost, oh, dude, Kate is so right. I actually no, Kate, you can't play Vampire Survivors Online with Nomia. Because I want to play Vampire Survivors Online with Nomia, okay? I had it in the chamber, okay? I had it in the chamber. I hadn't pulled the trigger yet. But I too was thinking. Nomia asked me first. Betrayed. Betrayal! Betrayal! Nomia says, ladies, GN, there's enough Nomia for everyone. In case you don't know what the hell's going on, why we're all gathered here today, it's because today is the first day. That's right. Yes, Novel November. I explained this last time, but no one ever does anything in November. All other challenges in November are about not doing something, not shaving, not nutting. But you know what? I for one say, what if you did something in November? No one's ever thought about this before. So welcome. It's Yes Novel November. Today's the first day, and I know what you're thinking, Maxi. You organized this event, Maxi. That means that you are required to be the most prepared person in the cast, right? Right, Maxi? Right, Maxi? No. I am actually, so hold up. I gotta fix my expressions, okay? I am so not prepared. I'm gonna spend the first cycle finishing my outline of episode 1, so get ready. There will be writing today. Also, hi, Chippy! Hello, Chippy! I love you, Chippo! Dude, I'm so excited. I know that, like, I already posted in Chippy's thread, and I was like, dude, I'm setting up my little table that says Graves Fan Club. And Chippy's like, you know, Maxi, there's more Graves in Act 2. And I'm like, bold of you to assume I'm not gonna fall in love with another one of your characters, okay? It's gonna be that meme from Toy Story. I'm dropping Graves, and I'm gonna be like, I don't want to play with you anymore. And it's gonna be whatever other character from Act 1 I fall in love with. Bold of you to assume that I just won't fall in love with more of your characters, Chippities. Hi, Prism! Hi, Alice! Hello, everyone!
Welcome back.
Welcome.
Wait, are the captions broken again? They're not. Nomia says, did you like my yes novel November thread on Discord? By the way, I did. I'm gonna read it out loud. I'm gonna read it out loud because I very much liked it. Nomia says, and so I asked everyone on the Discord to introduce themselves for Yes Novel November, and Nomia Vikshi said, hello, it's me, Nomia Vikshi, your favorite creative live streamer who wrote such hit books as The Last Bread Wizard and The Fabulous Gays. The Fabulous Straits, forgive me, The Fabulous Straits. That's pretty good. You know, I think there should be more queer people writing sagas about straight people. I feel like we really need more of that. You know, I feel like that really evens things out. And I do love that Nomi's like, what is my writing experience? I've written a bunch of Kaluto Zoldyck Hunter x Hunter fanfic. The unremarkable Sis. Don't gay up my straight book. Oh, could you imagine? So William Shakespeare? So true. I mean, like, as was the style at the time, though. You know, things used to be a lot gayer. Actually, no. Things have always been gay. It's just that, you know, straight propaganda is really good at acting as though queer people haven't always existed. Anyways, hello everyone. I haven't even introduced myself. I am your local queer ass person, and his Maxi pronouns are they them. We have a special stream for you today. This is a virtual write-in. Normally for events such as Yes Novel November, and there was something called NaNoWriMe. I think it was a challenge about writing rhymes in November. For things like that, you would like get together with a bunch of people physically, and you would like be in a shared physical space, like a library, a coffee shop, a diner. I did that a couple of times. And you would just sit down together and you would just write in the same shared space. And there was that wonderful energy of being in a room with a bunch of other creative people. That helped a lot. So I'm emulating a little bit of that with this virtual writing. Write-in. I am going to have a timer. And we're going to respect the Pomodoro technique. We're going to work for 25 minutes. And then we're going to take a 5-minute break. And we're going to repeat that. Rinse and repeat. Rinse, lather, repeat. You know, you everyone here showered before, right? So we're gonna repeat that a couple of times until 4 p.m. this time, which is approximately 3 hours from now. By the way, I will say, I want to say, you know, maybe we should sing "Happy Birthday" to Kate. You know. Feliz cumpleaños a ti. I am a big fan of the Spanish version. No, please don't sing. What's wrong with my singing, huh? What's wrong with my singing, huh? You don't understand. The happy birthday song, embarrassing you is part of the experience. Okay, that's good. By the way, today is... we should do the hip hip hooray instead. By the way, my good friend Cade is the coolest guy in town. Please consider supporting him on his birthday. Give him money so he can buy wonderful things such as cream soda, boba, ice cream sandwich, chicken nugget, rotisserie chicken. Also, yeah, Kate does in fact have a twin. It's true. Yeah. It's a non-identical twin, which is pretty funny. Like, if you put Kate and their twin side to side, you're like, what do you mean you two are twins? Yo, Alice also has a twin? Wait, hold up. So is there anything else I gotta let you know? Let me turn on my AC, it's getting hot in here. So, first cycle is gonna be pretty much just me brainstorming. I will say that there is a special rule for this stream, and it'll become very obvious in a second. If you haven't already looked at the pinned message, please do. But when I'm writing, there's going to be a little GIF down here on the bottom right that says writing. And when I'm writing, I am not looking at chat. As much as I would love to take ideas from you guys in chat, it kind of breaks my flow, and we're here to write, really. So, you know, people are welcome to chat in chat and have fun. You're welcome to do that. Please be mindful that I am not reading it while I'm working. I'll read it in between breaks. Well, let me double check that I have the breaks be 5 minutes. No, they're 3 minutes. Oh no. Let me just fix that to 5-minute breaks. There we go. And that's it. That's the plan, fellas. That's what we're doing today. So, if anybody has any questions, this may be the time to ask them before we just jump right in. But yeah, as for me, as for what I'm working on, I guess I should probably introduce what the hell I'm working on before I jump in. Kay asks, do you wear wigs? Have you worn wigs? When will you wear wigs? I have worn wigs. I mean, I could wear a wig. Not now, because I want to stream. But yeah, I've worn wigs. I like wigs. When will I wear wigs next? I don't know. You know, when the time is right. Does gender exist outside of jobs or not in FREEMAGE? The way that I'm envisioning the world is that our concept of gender, of like, okay. I guess it's gonna be very like wrong. It's gonna be very like gender 101 in case that if you're unfamiliar with gender theory. Like, there is the concept of sex. You know, like the reproductive function that you serve, I guess, for procreational purposes, I guess. But gender is external to that. Gender is simply just the system of expectations and rules applied onto you by society. So, you know, there is no reason why skirts are seen as feminine. It's just culture sees them as such. Society sees them as such. In FREEMAGE, all of those packaged nonsensical rules, sitting cross-legged, wearing skirts, behaving in certain ways in certain situations, all of those things are not packaged within whatever your reproductive function may be, but instead what job you are. And that is incredibly silly. So I'm going to be exploring that within the context of the game. Of the game / the book. The one thing I do want to... who's your favorite dramatical murder route? I haven't played dramatical murder, Nomia Vikshi. How dare you? You know, it's probably the one you didn't play. Kitty's in the room. Kitty turned to me and said, that is definitely not it. Hi Jada, hello. We'll be starting work soon.
Welcome back.
What gender comes with wizards? So we have established, as per the cover of the book, that wizards are hoes. Wizards are required by the gender mandate to be hoes. That's the requirement. Yeah. See, the thing is, like, mages, they can't just pick one. Okay, they have to have all the spells. They have to have all the spells. They want to wield all the spells and all the elements, okay? You know me a big Shiveen, like, Maxi, that route is bad. There's a reason why I didn't play it. Oh, really? Bold of you to assume that I wouldn't know that. I know we aren't doing D&D class, but what about druids? What is the druid class? I think druids are sleepy. Druids are sleepy and also a little stinky. So it's a little bit Kitty's druid character. So what am I writing? I am writing a novel currently going by the name of FREEMAGE. It might actually be its name. It's actually a pretty good name. Here's another doodle of the main character Mugen that I did, by the way, if you would like to enjoy some Mugen expressions, by the way. This is a druids smoke weed. Everyone can smoke weed, but druids are expected to smoke weed. So you ran into a druid and that druid didn't smoke weed, people would be like, whoa, what's going on here? I thought you were a druid, you know? It's all very Seinfeld-esque, really. Dallas. Let them grow out their mullet. Yeah, we were talking with Kirin and I'm like, is a wolf cut more gay? And I'm like, yeah, I think so. Mullets are non-binary. Druids smoke weed, which is illegal. So you reminded me, I have a quote by Kitty that I need to add. There you go. Kitty said, and I quote, John Locke should be a Tumblr sexy man. In the world of FREEMAGE, huh?
Captions.
Oh, the caption's broken. Oh, I mean they're gonna break throughout today, and I'm not gonna look, but that's okay. Do I wish there was a better way to do it? Yes. I forgot that's a very recent Hans quote. Quote 1065. Guys, is it DEI to like a woman? Oh yeah, Kitty's in the room, by the way. From Lost or the Philosopher? That's a good question, huh?
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was supposed to be John Locke. From Lost. It was really funny because for the longest time I've had the name that I have for humans in my fantasy settings that is not man centric has been Hume, Hume, and then I learned later that there's a philosopher named Hume, and I'm like, you know what? I don't care. You know, if you're like, Maxi, is your human fantasy race perhaps a reference to the philosopher Hume? And I'm not gonna read some guy's philosophy to know if that's good or bad. I'm just gonna pretend I didn't know. Hell yeah, Jada, that sounds exciting. No, Mia, please, no, Mia, sit down. No, Mia, please sit down. Balan from Balan Wonderworld was never gonna be big. I'm sorry. You're like, Maxi, but what if the game had been good? It wasn't good. It wasn't never gonna be good. It wasn't ever gonna be good, okay? But yeah, I'm going to be writing this book, FREEMAGE. It's a fantasy comedy book, much in the style of something like Terry Pratchett or perhaps Craig Shaw Gardner. A silly fantasy story. Constantly questioning why fantasy is the way it is. This way through the guise of jobs and fantasy. You know, like, you know, why do the what? You know, I know it feels very Seinfeld to be like, you know, so what's the deal with mages? What's the deal with cavaliers, huh? Why you gotta make being rash your whole personality? So, you know, that's essentially the joke. You need a slap bass for yeah, I do. So let's talk about the other thing, by the way. You may notice that I don't have background music at this moment, and I was looking for music that I could have on stream, and I could not find anything appropriate. So instead, we have an ambience. I found a lovely Fantasy Tavern ambience on mynoise.net. I've used mynoise.net before. I used it for writing Memory Leak. This is a fan-created ambience that combines a bunch of soundscapes to create, you know, this one. I don't even know if you can hear it, but it's better than just plain silence. I could bump it up if you would like to. But if you're like, actually, Max, I can barely hear it, that might be the best way to go. It's comfy. Oh my god, Chippy, that makes me so happy. Chippy, it makes me so happy to hear that. Okay, that's good. That's good. You know, this is just literally like, I like to have a little background noise. So as someone who has written at coffee shops, just like the passing background noise of just people ruffling with cutlery and like moving cups around tables, it's kind of comfy and relaxing. And you tune it out eventually. There is one sound effect. There's the sad minstrel. If I bump it up, you're gonna hear like a very out of tune guitar. So that's bumped down. There's also, I believe it's this. There's one coffee shop sound effect where you can audibly hear a man say, "Yeah, it's gonna be like 690," and I bumped that down as well because I keep hearing him say, "Yeah, it'll be about 690." All of these sounds were recorded in the real world, by the way. That's why, you know, it's kind of interesting. There's some storm sounds here. There's, you know, sounds of a medieval village, etc., etc. Hurricane Irma is in here as well. Untimely, I realize. Do you think they chose 6'9" on purpose? I don't. Perhaps. Oh, by the way, this is like 2 weeks late, but I want to give a shout out. I think it was Rain. Rain is probably the one who spotted just absolutely nonsensical jokes. By the way, where is this image? It's just nonsense. It's, you know, yes. By the way, yes, I purposefully made the levels of all these guys 6'7" on purpose. Yes, I did. Lock me up and put me in prison. I did it. That was on purpose. Shoutouts to Rain. I think Rain is the one who pointed it out first. Yes, it's true. I did it on purpose. Dallas says I didn't know about that until last week. Isn't it fun, the ever-encroaching advance of time? The ever-changing flow of pop culture? Is there anything else I need to show you? I don't think so. There was a new update of Sadamon, by the way, or a new update on the design work of Sadamon. Please consider supporting me on Ko-fi and becoming a member to get access to my weekly post where I talk about design, etc., etc., etc. I am hard at work on making a trash version of Sadamon so that people can actually playtest it. And it will go up first on my Ko-fi, so please consider becoming a Ko-fi member. Thank you very much. And that's it. We've been here for 20 minutes, so you know what that means. It's time to get going. It's time to jump to it. Nomia says, I know I'm an adult now because I no longer understand the humor of children, but I'll support them anyway. See, that's the better attitude to have. And with that, my dearest friends, we're stepping into the very first creative cycle. I am going to turn the timer on, and I'm going to work on this first cycle. I'll work on the timeline for my book. No, I was not prepared. Yes, I said I was going to work on it, but then I didn't because I was busy. I was up late last night, and I know what you're thinking. Well, Maxi, Halloween party, Maxi? Nope, I was at home, napping with my wife. So, I gotta make up for, you know, lost time. Yo, hi Mary! Hello Mary, how you doing today? I'm actually about to start writing. Kitty, don't put an ellipsis there. Kitty, don't put an ellipsis there. Kitty says we were busy, ellipses, napping. We were napping. It leaves it open to interpretation there, my love. Kitty is shrugging at me. Kitty is shrugging at me. People are gonna misunderstand. They're gonna think something else was going on. We were playing Warhammer 40k or something. We were rolling initiative on a long table with some, you know, structure pieces to create terrain. Kitty's stirring up shit for funsies. Kitty would. Alright, fellas. Now it's for real. Oh, by the way, in case you're wondering, I guess I should probably, like, can you see upper? You can see my slowpoke mouse cursor. You're welcome. So you will notice over here, here's the little writing reminder. You're like, Maxi, will I be able to see the writing? You can, because I have a little something called typewriter scrolling on Obsidian. So no matter how much I type, it will always remain in the center. Secondly, you will notice there's a timer right here. This is in fact the Pomodoro timer right there. Once I click the button, it will start timing down, and it will actually start going the other way around until it empties. I do also, that was this, the slowpoke disappeared. I have a thing on Obsidian. When I start typing, the mouse cursor disappears because I don't like seeing the mouse cursor just around. Pomo Farm is dead? What happened to Pomo Farm? Wait, hold up. What happened to Pomo Farm? No, I'm preparing myself for the worst. Preparing myself for the worst. It's NFTs. It's NFTs. It's NFTs. I killed it. Oh, yeah. I did that. Oh, your slowpoke went away. Oh. Maxi, Pomo Farm is fine. Dude, in this day and age, you just don't know in this day and age. I was ready for you to know me to be like, oh yeah, you know Pomo Farm? Yeah, it's all NFTs now. Pomo Farm now runs on AI. Yeah. You wanna hold hands, Cade? You wanna hold hands? There you go. Hold hands with my slowpoke. I abandoned Pomo Farm. Listen, I think Pomo Farm is fine, but I realize that having a mini game that I play in between work cycles just distracts me from working. Okay, I'm sorry. If I want something cute to distract me throughout the day, that's why I have a Tamagotchi. Okay, that's why I have my son right here. Oh my god, my son. Crypto mining Pomodoro timer, buy my recipe. There you go. I have a Tamagotchi, so I might have to feed my son throughout the day, but you know what? That's okay. And that's it, fellas. We're gonna jump right in. If you have questions, save them for next time. If you would like to work on your own stuff, fucking do it, bozo. Work on your stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna hide the chat. And we're jumping at the count of 3, 2, 1. Boop. All right. So, the first episode of FREEMAGE, it introduces us to the world of FREEMAGE, turns expectations of fantasy on its head. I want people to start reading the book and be like, oh, it's not gonna be fantasy. Like we just act like everything in this shit is normal, right? The tone is bombastic, absurd, and also kind of casual. Like, this isn't fantastical at all to the characters of this world. It's just work, you know? And I feel like there's nothing more fantastical than just jumping into episode 1 and they're already defeating the final boss of what would normally be a JRPG. And I feel like that's one way to just really just start out the gate, you know? This really is like the pilot. The one thing that I want to make very clear to anyone who's working on their stuff is that, like, I am I don't even have the outline complete for the first episode, let alone the 6-8 episodes that this book will be. And that's okay. We will figure it out as we go. Don't worry about it. We can always edit it later. Each episode is made of 8 scenes. That's what I ended up doing. 8 scenes per episode. Each scene is made of approximately 750 words. So each scene will take me about, or each cycle will write about, 2/3 of one scene. For the very first scene, I kind of want to just immediately drop us into the world and drop us into someone who fits perfectly in this world, which is the knight. The knight mage loves their job, loves how people expect them to be a certain way, and also kind of abuses the privileges of their job, much like some people abuse the privileges of their gender to do things that are bad for everyone. So the knight kind of serves that purpose. And we immediately introduce the knight. We see, the very image of a gallant, wonderful knight covered in silver, wielding a spear, sword, trusty sword, enchanted sword at their side. And then we cut over to Mugen. Mugen, who's absolutely not dressed like a knight, even though they are the knight job for this episode. So we have that kind of like back and forth. We introduce Mugen on the second, on the halfway through the first scene, much like in a sitcom. I imagine we have the introduction of the knight, classical fantasy knight, not just RPG D&D knight, but like classical fairy tale knight. And then we have Mugen. Mugen is not going to be wearing armor. They're not even. I think in this world, knights are supposed to wield spears because they are cavalry. A knight has a horse. We left the horse at the bottom of the hill in case you're wondering why we don't see any horses at the beginning of this. And Mugen has a sword on board, which is traditionally not knight gear. Immediately, the knight is like, what the hell is this? And then we have the first kind of back and forth comedy of the episode. We have the knight being like, you're supposed to be a knight. What is this? You're not dressed like a knight. What the hell's up with this? We also introduce, we start introducing what the hell we're doing here. The one thing that I want to do halfway through the first scene is that I want to show that the knight, although the perfect archetype of what a knight should be, they're still kind of like, even though knights are supposed to be honorable and kind of mightier than everyone else, this motherfucker, like, the plan was to sneak into the Fiend Lord's castle. We're not walking through the front door and defeating 10,000 fiends, because that would be crazy. So even though this person here who encapsulates all of the beliefs and expectations of a knight is like, yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're absolutely not gonna go fight 10,000 fiends today. That's really above our pay grade. Really highlighting that this is in fact just a job. I'm gonna write that down. Above our pay grade. And then I want to just introduce like the reason why we're here and also foreshadow. I'm foreshadowing two things in this opening: the 10,000 fiends and also the gun mage, which is like the reason why they're off on this job alone. They effed up before, and this is essentially punishment for how bad they did before. How did we end up here? Asks, how did we end up here? Slash messed up too many times, even the night. Perhaps there could be a line here about like, you messing up, that's expected. That's to be expected. Seeing the way you are, the knight says about Mugen, it's like, yeah, you're always just messing stuff up, It's like, what about the time that you wouldn't cast magic as a wizard? But when you mess up, that's special, right? I like the idea of like even the knight messing up, like even though, like even if it's bad and unexpected, it's still like, oh wow, you mess up, And I'm not entirely sure. We pan back to the castle. There's trouble. The Fiend Lord is right there. I want something to the extent of. Perhaps, I don't know if I want to show a little bit of like, they're still here, perhaps this is just the job at the end of the day. Ooh. Everything is about jobs. And you know, I want to introduce my favorite line from the book. Wow, the captions really are not working today, huh? I'm gonna re-enable them once and then stop worrying about them. Everything's about jobs. I want a moment of liberty. I want Mugen to be like, how did we end up here fighting the Lord of all that is evil by ourselves, of all things. You know why? And I want to choose immediately that Mugen hates this line. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't fucking say it. You know, we are the gods. The gods' playthings. Mugen hated that. Or I wonder if it'll be funnier if, like, Mugen, instead of hearing that line, Mugen just, like, bursts through the window or something. Mugen... No, you know what? Don't say it. Mugen then enters the Fiend Lord's room. Though behind them, the knight's words echoed still, something to that extent. Yes, something to that extent. And it's still, you know, we are the gods' playthings. Mugen specifically hates this line. We'll come back to this. The other thing about writing a book or something like this is that, like, you can't stress too much in getting everything right the first time. We're gonna figure it out as we go. So, the second scene of the hook, we want to introduce the problem. So I think this is where we jump in. We drop to what otherwise would be the final showdown of a JRPG. Enter the Fiend Lord of the Fiends, kidnapper of the Princess of X, or whatever the hell we're calling it. There is a momentary classical showdown. But things soon take a drastic turn as Mugen opens their goddamn mouth. So I know that this scene will lead into them having tea with the Fiend Lord. At the end of the day, I want to end this scene with, you know, like the Fiend Lord and the Knight are having a classical JRPG style, like, back and forth of, like, you monster, you don't belong in this world, etc., etc., etc. You know, perhaps we should even start like that. You know, the Knight is like, you know, your knights are counted fiend or something to that extent. You know, I should probably, you know what, instead of, I'm gonna do this classic JRPG showdown, back and forth, blah 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 blah. The Fiend Lord response is something to the extent of, you know, I don't want to just do, like, you know, we're not so different, you and I, but that, you know, you know, you call me, well, you know what, we'll figure it out. You know what, just respond accordingly for now. I don't have to know everything you're gonna say. We'll get there when we get there. You know what, halfway through the Fiend Lord's speech, the Fiend Lord realizes that it really is just two people coming to fight them. I also realized that I should probably describe the Fiend Lord. So let's actually, you know, describe room tersely. Describe Fiend Lord and the princess. Hold up. There must be a misunderstanding here. where's the rest of your party? It can't possibly just be the two of you. Why? I'm the Fiend Lord of the Fiends. Surely this warrants at least a party of 4. Of 4? What is this disrespect? 2? 2 nights? Go. I want everyone should also make the joke that like I want it to be like the Fiend Lord doesn't even realize that like that's like Mugen is a knight. Well, 1 knight and a squire? Do they make squires? Do they make squires anymore? Do they make squires? What is this? And then describes or whatever Mugen is wearing. And then I want the Fiend Lord to be like, darling, pointing to the princess. Darling, is this right? Am I do my eyes deceive me? Do my eyes deceive me, darling? Darling, do my eyes deceive me? The princess is like, no, this is rather weird. Surely, the insert name of the place where the heroes come from. Let's call it the school. The school has better than this. Why? It's kind of pathetic. The Fiend Lord of all that is evil and cruel in this world, meant to face just 2? Let's be honest. One hero and some rando and some peasant. Okay, listen now. Mugen finally speaks. Okay, listen. I don't like this as much as anyone else, but I'm a knight today, and 2 knights is more than enough to defeat a Fiend Lord. Perhaps something to that extent. Okay, now. Listen, I don't like this as much as anyone else. I don't like this as much as is my. Oh, I'm not on Do Not Disturb on Discord. I'm sorry if you heard that. Okay, now. Listen. A knight can look. Look. Okay. Now, first off, I'm a knight. Okay, I don't like it. But I am one. Okay, I am one. Just for today, a knight can look any number of ways. I was thinking it would be funny if they know about Mugen, the FREEMAGE. That would be funny. Perhaps we can introduce that later. Perhaps that's where things escalate during the tea party. Tea party escalates when it is revealed everyone knows about Mugen, the FREEMAGE, who graduated from the school but has yet to pick a goddamn job. Lamau. And then the stuff happens. Okay, so this is all still freaking scene 1. This seems like it might be a little. Perhaps we can cut it when Mugen cuts in. I think Mugen interjects. I wish there was a better way to cut. How about I just cut you here? This is also the first novel that I'm writing in obsidian, so that's fun. It's fun to just learn as you go. Okay, now first off, I'm a knight. I don't like it, but I'm just one, just for today, and I can look in a number of ways. And really, we're all here to do our job. So I say we get this. No. Actually, I realize I want Mugen to notice that the Fiend Lord is being nice to the princess. How do I end up there? I think I was thinking originally I want the Fiend Lord to resume their speech, and then they're like, I'm fighting you not just for all of Fiend kind, and for to resume the balance of peace, of course, but also for the love that they have developed with the princess / prince, whatever the hell I'm doing with this. And then Mugen is like, hold up a minute. So I guess, you know what, we can like leave this open for now. I want back to business. The Fiend Lord goes to resume their speech when we realize that they are more than just what everyone says about them. The Fiend Lord, starts talking about. You know what? Actually, I want a moment of impact. Fiend Lord goes final boss on everyone, then gives seemingly final speech. I am doing this for all of demon or fiend kind to restore the balance of peace in this world without your pitiful people, your pitiful race. We'll just use that for now. But also, and at this moment, the final boss aura lessens. For my beloved, for my beloved, gestures to princess. Mugen cuts in again. I think both the knight and the fiend are like, what is it this time? Mugen asks, hold up, fiends are not supposed to feel. Hold up. Are not supposed to feel love. Everyone knows this. So what's going on here? We'll expand on this. Perhaps I would very much like. I feel like the knight probably says something to the extent, like the knight has got to like be frustrated at this point. Perhaps let's have the knight say something to the extent of, clearly she's under a mind control spell, one only an evil creature could conduct. Only the most vile and evil of creatures could cast. We will free her by destroying this monster. The prince is like, there really is no spell, guys. There really is no spell. I want just like a very introduce a very honest admission of her being in love with the Fiend Lord. Perhaps it is the knight who's like, it looks good, but the Fiend Lord kidnapped you. Okay, yeah, you gotta meet people somewhere. See, Mugen, this is how you can tell she's under a terrible spell. Under a terrible spell. For how could a princess so fair fall in love with a monster that kidnapped her, robbed her from from her. Tower, no less. Villainy, that's what it is. Listen, you gotta meet people. Listen, you. Yeah, I want a moment, a very casual moment. The Fiend and the Princess are both like. I'm just gonna put the shrug emoji here. By the way, it's really the only way that I can. Listen, you gotta find ways to meet people. Listen, meeting people is hard. Meeting people is hard, and I want the princess. The princess to be princess. Underlines this detail with how hard it is for a princess to meet anyone who isn't partially related to her. To her, everyone agrees this is gross. Okay now. That's enough, Mugen says. That's enough. I do not. Mugen says to the extent of Mugen is not comfortable fighting / killing. Maxi, there's a bunch of typos here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. By the way, 3 minutes left on this cycle, by the way. Someone who feels love. Clearly, this is all part of a misunderstanding. I almost a part of me is like in a sitcom like situation, like a character can just put their foot down and then we just cut to the next scene, right? Because I feel like I would have to justify the night going along with the plan, but I realize in sitcoms they don't fucking do that. A character says, and we're leaving now, and then they just leave. So you know what? And that's it. I'm putting my foot down. My foot down. I almost want the princess to be like, it's about no. It's funnier if we just cut to the next scene and they're having tea, okay? It's just funnier, okay? It's just funnier, okay? Down in the is it really down? Perhaps the reading lounge. Ooh, the Fiend Lord's reading room. First describe it, Maxi. Describe it. Describe the Fiend mates bringing tea and cake. I had no idea Fiends read. Had no idea Fiends read so much. So much. I want something to the extent of like, perhaps could it possibly be the night being like, should I test the Mugen care for tasting the food? Who's to tell this is not poison? And Mugen just takes the sip. Ooh, I like that. Trust in nothing. This could all be part of their evil plan. Princess is like, cake, tea, Mugen making eye contact, drinks and eats. There you go. Perfect. And 10 seconds on the clock. I think there should be like a nice light conversation between them. How Fiend Lord and Princess met. What it's like to deal with heroes and being the leader of the fiends, etc., etc. And that's it. All right, fellas, let me just bring up the chat. How is everybody doing? Oh, there's so much here. There's so much here. Oh my god! Alright, let's see. What did I miss in chat, fellas? What did I miss in chat, by the way? Hi, Sofifi! Welcome in. Dallas said Tim Curry starts in every episode. It's true. I picture the Fiend Lord as femme because it's funnier that way. It's like, yeah, you're the Fiend Lord. Yeah. You can present femme and be the Fiend Lord. Yeah, Nomia says, I'm not under a spell. That's exactly what someone under a spell would say. Oh my god. Dallas says, all but one chapter outlined. Listen, okay? I'm going through it, Maxi. I'm sorry to hear that, Nomia. I love you, friendo. A girl can be anything, even a Fiend Lord. Alright, fellas, the real break starts now, so I would strongly suggest if you have been sitting for a long period of time, perhaps 25 minutes, get up and stretch. I'm gonna get up and stretch. Also, Nomia's correct. I haven't seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I guess I could. A girl can be anything, even Tim Curry. That's a good quote. You what? What at? Maxi, we have to. Excuse me. Oh, the horror. Yeah, I've never seen it. Tim Curry was a Girl Scout in Charlie's Angels. I love that. I love that, like, Nomiya Vikshi, who doesn't watch movies, is like, dude, you haven't seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Also, thank you for the quote, kid. I was actually going to ask you to quote that. Alright. Maxi, you wrote 1,000 words, and none of them are going to be in the book. Listen, don't stress out about that. Maxi, what if your book goes above the word count? It's fine. Nomiya says, Rocky Horror was a movie I watched a lot as a kid, which explains why I am the way that I am. See, a lot of things are suddenly making a lot of sense. The one thing that I said earlier regarding my project is that I am not entirely sure how long I want the book to be. You know, I could write 5 episodes. I could write 5 episodes. I could write 6, 8 episodes. It all depends on how long the first episode is. Alright. We're coming up to the halfway mark of the break, by the way. I got up and stretched. I hope you also do a little bit of that. Hydrate as well. Perhaps you don't need as much hydration as me because I'm just constantly talking while designing. Oh. I am... Yo, congrats, Kitty. Good job. Kitty did a little bit of writing. That's good. I am pretty terrified about writing this book, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? A part of me is like, it's a really weird concept. It's a really queer concept, that's what it is. But the thing that nobody ever tells you is that you can just fucking just write and then figure it out later. Oh, no, that would be so much fun. Nima says, one of my bucket list items is legit to be in a performance of Rocky Horror. Hell yeah. Kitty says, I legit read it as Rocky Homo. Dude. I mean, honestly, putting 2 R's together, it do be kind of looking a certain way. It do be kind of looking a certain way. Now, I promise you right now, I will do everything in my power to not... Rocky Homo sounds like a new ice cream flavor. Chippy is so right. Chippy is so much funner than I could ever be. And you know what? Whatever I was in the middle of, fucking lost it. Absolutely lost it. thinking about Rocky Home. Could I get 2 scoops of Rocky Homo, please? Yeah, Nomi, I get ripped. Be a Rocky, Nomi. I just get ripped. In a cup or a cone. Oh, yeah, you got the chocolate dip waffle cone? Because, like, Homer Simpson sounds. I could definitely go for one of those. I really enjoy not knowing a damn thing about the Rocky Horror Picture Show because Nomi is naming characters, and I'm like, these could all be made up. Gotta get the fresh waffle cone. The fresh waffle cone is also very good. Oh my god, fellas. Okay, I have 15 seconds. Yesterday was Halloween, as everybody knows. Dude, we didn't get a single trick-or-treater. Recession sign? Am I right, fellas? Am I right?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh yeah, thank you for sharing. I'll check it out later. No, Mrs. Maxi, can we watch Rocky Horror together? Dyslexia activated. Yeah, dude, 100%. I would love to watch it. I really can't think of a time when I would watch it, like, willingly by myself. So definitely make a, name a time. Name a time. Do keep in mind that next week we're watching Frankenstein with Rocky. With Rocky? Oh my god. With Ronnie. Maxi, I think it would change you as a person. Big doubt? I don't think so. The Ronnie Horror Picture Show, yes! Yeah, we're gonna watch the new Frankenstein with Ronnie on the Discord. That's gonna be really fun. Alright, fellas, it's almost time for us to get back in there. Let me just finish my story, okay? So, last night, not a single trick-or-treater. And so you know what that fucking means? You know what that means? Do you have any clue what it means? That we have 2 bags of candy, and now I gotta eat 2 bags of candy. Approximately, I gotta eat. Let me do it to a third. I gotta eat 2/6. I gotta eat one. No, hold up. I gotta do the math. Okay, if I eat 1/3 of a bag twice, it's 2/3. I gotta eat 2/3 of a bag of candy by myself. No, Mrs. It doesn't matter how trans you start when you watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. You become what more trans. There you go, and more attracted to Tim Curry. I mean, yeah, that's a given for sure. Dale says, I've never had a trick-or-treater in me life. I mean, I guess Dale does live in Illinois. Mr. also says, oh no, my steak is too juicy and my drink is too refreshing. There's the perfect amount of ice in my drink. The weather is nice and I'm well rested. And the rest of my evening is cleared up. Yep, yeah, you're right. No, I deserve it. I deserve it. Alright, fellas, I love you all. You're all the best, but I'm unfortunately gonna have to hide you all for the next 25 minutes. So, see you later. Do I have enough? If this is like 1 cycle, 2 cycles, 3 cycles, 4 cycles, I think I'm good to start writing today. So let's freaking jump to it, fellas. Let's just jump to it. Am I excited? No, I'm terrified, but we're gonna make it work. No, Mia, I'm gonna be honest with you. Of course I saw your Homestuck reference, okay? I saw it. I just because I forgot all of I purposefully locked away all of the Homestuck in my mind. I thought that was just another character from Rocky Horror, okay? Anyways, I'm out of here. Smell you later. 25 minutes and the clock gets set. Go! All right. Mugen and the knight sneak up to the Fiend Lord's castle. Introduce the knight, set the scene, set the castle. All right. Here comes the hard part. "'Twas a dark night." Ah, there you go. This is the perfect time to drop in the old English for sure. There was a single point of light amidst the darkness. A star of silver shone bright, right at the peak. Of Get Fucked Castle, of Death Castle, right at the peak of Death Mountain. At the base of the stair. No. At the peak of Death Mountain. At the top. At the top. Of Crazy Demon Castle. At the top of. I need a name for the at the top of castle. At the stairs leading up to the large double doors that preluded the chamber of the Fiend Lord. Preluded the chamber at the end. Preluded the chamber. The prelude. It's just the Fiend Lord's chamber. Probably will change this line. We don't worry about it right now, okay? Atop. The mountain of. It was. No. The stairs leading up to the double door, or doors that preluded the Fiend Lord's chamber. It was in this place. No. Give me something. Give me a little bit. Give me a little bit more. Okay, give me a little bit more. Give me. The skies above were dark. The only star visible was not above, but there. At the top of the world, in the home of demons and monsters, and all sources of evil. Atop the mountain made of jagged rock swords, which, no sane hero would ever enter without good reason. Atop. No. Abomination Castle. There you go. Atop. The fortress of rock and glass and steel, which served as the seat. Who served as the seat of power for all. The one we. Okay, you know what? At the top of the world, in the home. No. In the font of demons, the source of all the evil in the world. There we go. That's much better. Atop the mountain of jagged rock swords, which no sane hero would ever enter without good reason, or emerge unscathed. Atop the fortress of rock and glass and steel, which served as a seat of power for all fiend kind. Monster. Spectre. Monster spectre. Demons from within and without. All 10,000 fiends. what's the word I'm looking for? Is not attendant, is not retin. Oh my god. The attendants. Attendants. No. The loyal servants. Servants, an army of the fiend lord. Lord of the fiends. It was here. It was here. Upon the steps leading to the large double doors, that a single star of silver shone. White light. Blue steel. No. A single star of silver shone. But and though this body and though the body present was of cosmic beauty, its proportions were more human. Were more human. Here, one hand on the knob. How many words have I already written? I'm gonna burn up and die, fellas. You can't even see the word count. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's 180, by the way, because you're wondering. On what? This silvery, this person, more human. There. Single star of silver shone, and though the body present was of cosmic beauty, its proportions were more human. Tall, with wide shoulders, narrow hips, long legs. Tall, with wide shoulders, narrow hips, noticeable. No. I want to make a note that the knight has slutty little hips. That's what I want to get at. But we'll get there when we stop describing the knight as though they're like a goddamn god. Okay, its proportions were more human. This was no god arriving at last to rid the world of evil. No. 'Twas a knight. 'Twas a knight. Oh my god, this narrator's a piece of shit. Maxi, you're the narrator. I am not. I'm channeling the hidden voice of this story that I'm finding as I'm writing. No, 'twas a knight. I don't know the name of the knight, so for now, we're gonna just call them knight, okay? It's gonna be really confusing. It's fine. It's fine. It's a name with a K. Can I come up with a quick, you know what? I don't normally do this. Gender neutral names that start with K. Maxi, you're not supposed to open a browser while you're writing, Maxi. I know, but I'm really sorry. Coda! Cade with a K? That's incredible. Kinsley, Carter, Caden, Kennedy. Oh yeah, there should definitely be a Kennedy in my book, for sure. Corey, Cassidy with a K. Oh my god. Kari, Kirby, Keller, Cree. Culture with a K. Shoot me right in the face right now. Shoot me. Kirin. What an incredible name. What an incredible name. Chris the Knight. All right. Here's a friendly reminder about the sunk cost fallacy. I've already wasted time looking for a name. I'm not gonna waste any more. Kimberly the Knight for now. We'll just call it Kim. No, I can't bring myself to write. 'Twas the Knight. The Night Mage stood upon the steps of that horrid castle. Clad in pure silver. Ooh, do I have to pick the knight's gender already? Oh my god, oh my god. His body, tall, slender. Ooh, no, tall, white-shouldered. No, I don't want to put emphasis on the white shoulders. Tall, narrow-waisted. I feel like that's like the first description that thinks you're a little bit silly. His body, tall, narrow-waisted. Was clad in a flawless set of plate armor. Every part. No. Flawless set was clad in a flawless. Was clad in armor. Was armor clad? His body. He wore upon his body. He wore a flawless set of armor. Each plate carved as though a piece of art. Illustration. No. Etchings. Showing the passing of the ages. The histories of the ancient world. The myths of the past. And the future. The knight's... One of the knight's shoulders. One of the knight's shoulders was cloth. Ooh, what is the word? With a caplet? 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 Vibrant. No. I kind of want to add just a little splash of color to the suit, to the armor. One of the knights. Perhaps the armor is beautiful, Maxi. It is incredibly, even more beautiful still was how the armor clung closely to the knight's perfect body. Ooh, their narrow waist, their wide shoulders. One would think that this armor was but an extension of his body. Perhaps removing perfect from the body that might be wise, but we don't worry about that for now. It was an extension of his body, much like his weapons. In one hand, he wielded a long spear. Ooh. A long spear fit for riding on horseback. I don't really like this point. We're gonna bring up the point about the horses later. In one hand. Oh, I do love... Okay, yeah, I'm definitely already overcount, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'm warming up, okay? I'm warming up. I just started, okay? Get off my case, okay? I'm also finding the voice of the narrator. In one hand, he wielded a long spear. The insert name for the part of the spear where the point connects with the shaft. Is there a name for a flagged spear? A decorated spear. He wielded... Ooh. A banner spear. A bayonet spear. Ooh. The flowing cloth of which was bright and red. At his waist, safe in its sheath, rested an enchanted sword that he would only draw if need called for it. If combat called for it. Lightning struck above Abomination Castle. Lightning struck above Abomination Castle, revealing the steps again. Revealing the steps. No. Lightning struck above Abomination Castle, revealing the etchings, the carvings on the stone door. On the stone door that separated the night from their quarry? Quarry? Is that how you spell quarry? From their... Is that how you spell quarry? From their quarry. The doors showed markings not unlike those on the knight's armor. On the knight's armor. Histories. Myths. Though these were told from the fiend's point of view, for all that it was worth. But this was not all. For the light also revealed the knight's companion. A young person of neither some is what we're called non-binary people in this world, by the way. A young person much like the knight, as young as the knight, though neither some in nature, long with a head of reddish of bright red hair that rested upon their unarmored shoulders. This was Mugen. And Mugen was a knight. Except... not really. What's this? Hold up. What's this? What's this? The knight asked, looking at Mugen up and down. Hold up. What? What is Mugen is not wearing knight compliant gear. Okay, there you go. The knight asked, looking at Mugen up and down. This is not... I wonder, how do we get here? Hold up. Mugen, what are you doing? I like this because he gives the impression that the knight is the main character. They are not. He gives the impression that the knight is the main character, and also that immediately they know better, and that Mugen is in the wrong, and we're gonna learn that that is not the case. Hold up. Mugen... Heavens, what are you doing? The knight asked. Hold up. You know what, we're gonna remind them it is the knight earlier. The knight turned to look at their companion. Mugen... Heavens, what is this? What's this? What? Mugen asked. Eyes narrowed. No. Mugen. What? Mugen replied curtly. Eyes narrowed. Arms crossed. It sounded. That single word carried with it the disdain of what that single word carried so much disdain and another word that I'm missing, that when Mugen parted their lips again to speak, they had no need. they simply carried the disdain momentum into their next words. The single word carried so much disdain. You know what? I'm changing the code. The single word carried so much disdain. One would think it was holding a world of hatred upon its back. And it was. Mugen, we talked about this. Mugen, come on. We talked about this. The knight turned around. He looked at Mugen up and down. I realized that I didn't actually point out that the knight is wearing a helmet that hides their face. Perhaps I'll make a note here. Please, Maxi, could you please note that the knight has a helmet. You cannot see the face, but they have long pinkish hair. Perhaps we can hide the hair for later. Mugen, come on, we talked about this. The knight turned around, he looked at Mugen, up and down. This is not knight compliant equipment. Where's your spear? Oh, the spear's. Oh, so the spear is the problem. What? Maybe this is where we we pan. Okay, pan back to Mugen. Describe Mugen. Then Mugen is like, so the spear is the problem. So if I change the spear, you would not be making a scene right now. So the spear is the problem. You wouldn't. So this. So the spear is the problem. Mugen asked. There was a certain twist to their words, as though forced disbelief. Unspoken as it was, Mugen made it very clear. Mugen made it as clear as the sky was dark, that no matter what they did, the knight would find something. The knight would find something to complain about. 9 seconds, by the way, for anybody who's being creative. 9 minutes on the 9 minutes, 3 seconds on the clock, and that's a wrap, fellas. That's a wrap. Let me just hit you with one of these. And let me turn off the right time. Hello, everyone. How is everybody doing? What did I miss, by the way? Yo, Kendra came in? Kendra says, Maxi, can we reschedule to novel November from the 2nd to the 2nd of December? You know what, Kendra, for you, yeah. Kenny, yeah. Kenny the Knight. Tall body with a slutty waist, you know it. Yo, hi DB, how you doing? We were in the middle of writing. Yo, good job, Chippy. So if he's treating the common cold with an unfathomable amount of tea, good thinking. May I recommend some soup to go with that? You're doing really good, Kitty. Proud of you. DV says, I'm shivering up on a bench in the fairgrounds as my hubby and friends set up their booth. Dude, that's kind of exciting, though. Being at a fair. Yo. Things at a fair? Funnel cake. I will put up with anything for funnel cake. I'm still struggling with the outline. See, the thing is, you can also just make it up as you go. Halberd is better than a spear, by the way. It really should probably be a halberd. The thing is that halberd is really more of a siege weapon than anything else. And I'm leaning into the idea that a knight has a horse, and it's funny because they left their horses at the bottom of Death Mountain. What's funnel cake? Funnel cake name in Spanish. What do we call funnel cake? Masa frita, I guess, is what we would call it. I think these are all safe to show. This is what funnel cake looks like. It is fried dough sprinkled with powdered sugar and in some cases fresh fruit. Nobody doesn't know what funnel cake is? They don't have funnel cake in Australia? You know, you probably do, but you call it like the icky sticky or something. Like a roscone, perhaps? Perhaps. It's like the most American thing. What? No, we have things like this in Mexico. Like, we have shit like this in Mexico. This is what churros essentially are. Una torta frita, kind of like that. You know? I will not stand for Americans being like, yeah, we invented frying food. Yeah, shut the hell up. Sit down. Sit down, get up, get some more steps, okay? Though I'm a deep fried Oreo stan. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Illinois just logged into chat. What the hell's a picolette? I'm looking up what a picolette is. Picolette. Australia. No me Vikshi, sit down. These are pancakes. Not even close. A pancake is so inferior to funnel cake. A pikelet. I should call the weapon the knight has a pike. That's so much cooler than a spear. They're tiny pancakes, okay? Oh, Pakodi. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, that does look so good. Prism says my favorite food is pakodi, which is Indian fried vegetable tempura. Dude, it's so good. This looks so good. I would fuck up a plate of this. No, Kitty, we should get food with Blake today. We're gonna hang out with Blake today. Dale says, look up Poffer Jess. And they're so juicy. I love Nomi out of context is so good. And they're so juicy. Oh, I'm sorry. Nomi Vikshi, sit down. Dale is so correct. Whatever this puffer Jess, this looks good. This looks really good. Puffer tees.
Those are the ones from Trader Joe's.
Oh, they have these at Trader Joe's?
Yeah.
Oh, they're cute. I will say, by the way, those are pikelets. Okay, we have them too. No worries, DB. We also have a timer. We'll have a timer on screen, so like, you know, if you want to just like, you know, or you give yourself a timer too. You know, you don't have to watch the stream. That's also perfectly okay. No hard feelings. It's okay. Dutch isn't the real language. I really appreciate. You know what? You know, I'm happy the Europeans are here to sort stuff out. I will say, by the way, your Google just straight up showed pancakes. Did it? Are you sure? I mean, like the first photo, they're little guys, you know. And I agree. Okay, when something is small, that makes it tastier. We all know this, and this is true. Anyways, you know that this is a real ass writing stream because we're spending the break just looking at food. Alright, let me stretch. Yeah, no worries, DB. You're good. Looking forward also to seeing updates on your project. Chippy says, Maxi, can you buy me the Train Simulator DLC at the cafe counter? I'll ask. I don't know if they'll have it, but alright, fellas, and with that, I think it's time for us to get back into the world of writing, back into the world of whoops. This was supposed to be 250 words, but it's fine. It's the introduction, it's fine. We'll figure out the flow of this book as we go. Do Americans have vanilla slice? But we have vanilla ice.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, I'll look up a vanilla slice. I swear to God, is this just straight up like custard? What is this? Is this just straight custard? This looks like it's just custard or bread pudding. Wait, is it just a graham cracker on top? Is that a lemon bar? I think it's a lemon bar. It's a lemon bar. Lemon bars are pretty good. That's pretty good. I do realize that we're doing the thing where every time Nomi brings up a food, we're like, oh yeah, we have that in America. It's alright. You know what, Nomia? They do look tasty. I'll have some when we go to Australia. With that, friends, I must return to the world of writing. The writing calls to me, so 25 minutes on the clock. Wait, hold up. Get set, and go. Alright, where were we? Mugen, come on, we talked about this. This is not knight-compliant equipment. Where's your spear? This is not what a knight should look like. This is not what a knight should look like. What's the matter with this? What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this? Everything. Everything. Mugen. At a glance, the most obvious thing was that the knight's tallness. At a glance, one would notice that there was a keen difference between the knight and Mugen. The latter was taller, was taller and a bit more slender, even with the armor. With the armor on. The former was shorter, sure, but not so much as to have made them, but not too much, Their body was not less slender either. No. The knight appeared to have been bothered, nearly insulted by what Mugen was wearing. Perhaps this was a case of hygiene. But no. Mugen was... No. Perhaps this was a case of contrasting air. Alas, no. Mugen was as young as the knight. Adults by all rights, though not old enough to call themselves that in all seriousness. Mugen was no less well dressed. Albeit unarmored. Mugen wore a padded jacket of some leather-like material. I had my sound effect. I realize I have to figure out names of things. Some leather-like material, wore a padded jacket of some leather-like material with the sleeves of some name medieval clothing segments. We'll get to this eventually, okay? It's not duvet. It's not duvet, is it? No. With the sleeves of the long sleeves of a blah 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 blah. Poking out, though no less fashionable, though not unsightly. Mugen's hair was well kept. Sure, there were a few loose strands and perhaps a scratch or two at their boots. Mugen's hair was well kept. Sure, there were a few loose strands, perhaps a mark or two upon their boots, their leather boots. Their high leather boots? Yeah, a little sluttier, please. High leather boots. But this was to be expected. They had just climbed Death Mountain. Even the knight's armor was looking a little worse for wear. Still silvery, blinding, perfect in every way except for the ones where it wasn't. Perfect in every way except for the ones in which it wasn't. Because of because death, which it wasn't. That feels like a nice little fun punchline right there. Perhaps we cut back to the losers, in which it wasn't. Seeing them there, standing side to side, one would wonder if perhaps the issue was one of colors. The night's silver, almost so silver it was nearly blue, and the red of their banner spear. The night's silver and the red of their banner spear. Was it possible? What was it possible? Was it possible that the night's silver, so silver it was nearly blue, and the red of their banner spear contrasted harshly against whatever Mugen was wearing? Ooh, I hate type so fast I ended up selecting text and deleting it. Horrible. No, not at all. Mugen's colors were although Mugen's red hair was bright. Although Mugen's red hair was... No. Back me up. Mugen's colors were muted. Calm. Were muted. Much like those of... Ooh, autumn. The colors of autumn. Much like the colors of autumn. Earthly hues. Browns. Tans. These were a traveler's colors, save for maybe Mugen's bright head of red hair. So unlucky. We'll bring up later that the color red is seen as incredibly unlucky and bad, so we'll get to that later. So unlucky. If not the clothes and not the color, then what could have possibly drawn such ire from the night? Don't tell me. You really don't see what's wrong here? You really don't see what's wrong here with this? What's wrong with this painting? I don't know if I like that line or not. We'll get there. The knight gestured at Mugen's body with their free hand. Come on now, we're not blind. Mugen, come on now. Gestured at Mugen. Yeah, just gestured at Mugen. You really don't see? What? Is it the spear? It's the... Oh my god. No. Gestured at their companion. Mugen stared. Mugen narrowed their eyes. No. Mugen rolled their eyes, sighed deeply, and rubbed at their forehead, as though afflicted with a terrible headache. It's the spear, isn't it? It's the spear, isn't it? Isn't it? Well, of course it's the spear. No, the knight threw his arms up in the air. It's the absence of it. It's the complete lack of the spear. You are spearless, Mugen. What do you mean by this? Did you simply lose it? Why? Why do you torture? There you go. Torture me so. Why do you torture me so? I left it back at the bottom of the hill. So the spear is the problem. I kind of want to bring it back to the line I wrote earlier. Oh, so the spear is the problem. I like the line, and maybe I'll just cut it. Kill your darlings, etc., etc. Why do you torture me so? Said the knight. I left it. I left it behind. I left it behind. Big deal. Big deal. I hardly even need it. Mugen gestured to the shield at their back and the sword at their hip. This is more than enough. Quit being so dramatic. It's the principle, Mugen. It's the principle. You're not a knight without a spear. You're not a knight without a spear. You're also not a knight without a horse, and we left us all the way back. You're no knight if you have no spear. What's a knight with... there you go. What's a knight without the spear? What's a knight without their horse? Horse. Mugen snapped back. Want to go back? Want to go back for those? I think you were the one who said we should leave them. I think I recall. Yes, you were the one who said we should leave them at the bottom, at the foot of the mountain. Are we still knights then? What's the knight without a horse? Isn't that back? Want to go back for those? I think I recall, yes, you were the one who said we should leave them at the foot of the mountain. I was not going to... no horse could have climbed that mountain. So are we still knights yet? Should we change clothes now? Let me see. What do I have on my notes? Okay. We're at the knight shows their hand. You want to go back? There's no... You would have brought a horse all the way up here. The knight pointed down the long stairway that spiraled and wound around the entirety of Abomination Castle atop Death Mountain at the very edge of the world. You would have made your steed come all the way up here? No, of course not. Oh, so I need a way out of this conversation. You would have brought your horse all the way up here. I like this line. We need to end up. I want to show the knight being not as grand and gallant as we have been led to assume that they are. What's a knight without their horse? What's a knight without their horse? Mugen snapped back. Want to go back for those? Perhaps I can describe this in narration, perhaps? Narration? Their horse. It's just a spear. It's just a spear. It's just a weapon, no less. No. What's the knight without their horse? No, that's different. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's different. It's not. It's all just part of the same made up nonsense. Enough now. Enough now. The knight held up a hand as though threatening. No, held up a hand as though the flat of his palm could stop the torrent about to flow from Mugen's mouth. For a second, it almost did. It's all made up. It's all bullshit, and you know it. You know it. The spear, the horses, the spear, the horses. I don't spear the horses. I don't need any of those to do this. To get this job done. Any of it. I'm good with everything. You're only good with that damn spear, Oh, do I want that? That feels like a little bit of a personal attack here. Enough now. Okay, no, you know what? Back me up. I like the idea that, like, perhaps the knight stops Mugen before they start going up on a whole tirade. The knight held up a hand. Held up a hand as though attempting to hold a door closed. It mostly succeeded. Perhaps a knight. We both agree. A knight is a knight, even without their mount. This much is true. Perhaps even without his mount. There you go. Perhaps even without his spear. As long as he still has a sword, which you do. So I will just turn a blind eye to this absolute disaster. There you go. Okay. I'll just turn a blind eye to this. The knight looked over his shoulder at the large double doors that herald. At the large double doors that indicated, as loud as thunder, that the Lord of all fiends was right over there. What a disaster. I didn't really think we would end up here, huh? Mugen took a step closer, standing side to side with the knight. Didn't really think it would get this bad. We should be proud. Yeah, you know, all this is going out. We should be proud. We should be. The knight tried to force the words, and so they came out forced. We should be proud. We are the ones proud. We have been given such an. We should be proud. We have been given such a job, such a mission. It's not every day. They ask you to defeat the Lord of all evil. I wouldn't say asking. I don't recall being asked to do anything. Mugen snapped. I don't either. I don't either. The knight said darkly. Silence hung between both. Silence hung in the air like a pendulum or an axe. It swung between night and the night and kinda sorta night. Although they were quiet, their thoughts were alight in many ways. Burning, with frustration. Not just at each other, but also at a certain member of their group. Every generation or so, a new group of heroes graduated from the school. We'll come up with a better name for it, I promise. A new group of heroes graduated from the school. Every class had a leader. No, the most decorated. The most awarded? Is that really the word I'm looking for? The greatest out of all of them became grand hero. We'll come up with a name for this later, okay? Hero, whatever the hell we'll fix this later. We can fix this later, okay? And it befell upon their shoulders to guide their fellows into a new age of light. Ooh, I capitalize all this shit. New age of light. Every generation or so, as darkness, as the age of darkness waned, a group of heroes graduated from the school. The most decorated, the most awarded, the greatest of all of them became grand hero, blah 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 blah, and it befell upon their shoulders to guide their fellows into a new age of light. Neither that hero, that blah 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 blah, was not there that night. There, there, upon the steps on that dark night, there was nah. Take me back to the original. The blah 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 was not there that night. All right. Ew. Really got into the zone there for that one. I'm gonna be honest with you. Time just completely fell away. Normally I have time to like do a little bit of this, give you some expressions. I was completely in the zone. How is everybody doing? Melty! Hi, Melty!
Welcome back.
How you doing? I was locked in. I was having fun. Wait, Kendra. I'm not saying that you can't be on. You can't watch my productivity stream while playing games. But if you have your novel document open, I'm gonna fight Kendra. I'm gonna fight Kendra so bad. Hit my quota, gonna see if I can finish out this scene. Hell yeah, Chippy, so proud of you. Maxi said normal things about jerkins. Get a jerk. It's a jerkin. Thank you. I'm gonna make a note about that. Thank you, Namivixi. Let me start the timer, by the way. It's a jerkin, isn't it? Thank you. Jerkin said Nomia Lamo. The thing about writing. Oh, by the way, DB asked earlier. I am using Obsidian. Obsidian is a little bit. It's a little bit of a big program. Jerkins don't have sleeves. Jerkins are vests. Damn it, Namia Vikshi. Maybe jerkin instead of vest. Anyone else staying up at night jerking it? By which I mean making short vests. Yo, hell yeah! Good to hear, Prism. I use Obsidian. Obsidian is a little bit too much. There's a lot of stuff you can do with it. And definitely, like, if you try to look up advice as to how to set it up, people are gonna give you like 10,000 things to do. Don't listen to them. Just use it as a writing software. Alternatively, Google Docs is fine. Notepad is fine. Just anywhere where you know your writing is not gonna get lost. You know, I'm not particularly worried about people having mental breakdowns with my writing, because this is the roughest draft ever. I'm not particularly concerned. I can fix it later, and more importantly, that's what I have. You know, once I review the writing and I clean it up and I edit everything, I'm gonna pass it over to my editor, and if they say it's good, then it's good, and I don't worry about it ever again. Melty asks, Maxi, how much longer are we feeling on for this write-in? 57 more minutes. Perhaps 2 cycles, I think. Actually, I guess we could do 1 more cycle and then dailies, I think. Because I think Nomia is streaming today in 1 hour. Yeah, Chippy says they use... Chippy uses Focuswriter and then they paste it into Google Docs. Yeah, we could do some dailies. Kitty says daily. You want to do dailies with me, Kitty? Yeah, okay. Okay. Kitty and I, we're going to do dailies. So we have 1 more cycle left. More sprints than Nomia? No. Nomia is playing, I believe it's Yakuza today. I'm pretty sure Nomi's playing Yakuza today. Yeah, I am doing a bunch of write-ins this week, by the way. I'm doing at least 2. So if you enjoy the creative vibes of the stream, please consider joining me for those next week. I think I have one literally on Tuesday. I'm doing a Tuesday one. Am I doing Monday? Oh, I guess I'm doing Monday. I think I'm doing a Monday stream. Yeah. Thank you, Kitty. I know it says there may be some writing on stream tomorrow. Yeah, we may be doing a little bit of writing after we talk about our stuffs. But yeah, I'm gonna get up and stretch. We have a minute, by the way, left. Okay. I'm excited because by the time we meet again for writing, this book is gonna be 10 million times more defined. Yo, Melty, that's fun. Yeah, let me know if and when you do a writing stream, because, you know, if I'm not streaming and I'm writing, might as well just write with other people. And that's it. Okay, then outline, bozo. Kendra says, I wanted to outline so bad. I wasn't starting so blank. But this month was such a shit show, I barely had time to eat. You should first eat, you freaking clown. I do think you should see my schedule this week, Maxi. It will make you go question mark, question mark, question mark. How bad can it be? Dude, you're doing 2 Yes Novel Novembers. Hell yeah. The return of Chronomia Trigger, yeah. Imagine if I didn't know that was happening. This is good. What is it? Are the timings supposed to be weird? Everything looks pretty normal over here. One of those may involve The Sims. Oh, yeah. I mean, like, honestly, that's smart for a comic. So, yeah, Nomiya is doing a comic. And they want to do some background shots. And they're like, how the hell am I going to figure out, you know, interior architecture? And Nomiya, you know, Nomiya is actually pretty smart. And Nomiya was like, dude, what if I just use The Sims? I build the room in The Sims, and then I just take screenshots for reference. And I'm like, dude, that's so smart. It's good, you know? You know, Nomiya can be pretty smart sometimes. Hey, who hit the rim shot? Hey, hold on, hey, whoa. Why? No, I meant it in a positive way. Kendra says, should I stream my idea for getting back into... What does that even mean? Hanging thinking time. Having thinking time? Having thinking time? Kendra, I'm supposed to turn the timer on, but I'm gonna ask you just a hard question, okay? What do you mean you don't have thinking time? What do you do on the train? Perhaps it's time to cut back on the podcasts, because I do my best thinking when I'm on the bus, or in a vehicle, or the shower. Bolita is Kendra's cat, by the way. Kendra says, I sleep on the train. Kendra, you have your Sims needs are all messed up, brother. Alright, anyways, last creative cycle and then dailies. Yeah, no, Nomiya, I'm not even gonna ask. Nomiya asks, how does Kendra sleep on the train? I'm not touching this. I'm moving on. Fellas, I'm gonna do my last writing cycle. See y'all later. Take care. Love you all. Bye. Mwah. We start 3, 2, 1, go. That blank was not there that night. Do you think Mugen turned to look at the night? Mugen forced a smile. Mugen forced the smile, which, in all honesty, made them look kind of cute. Made them look rather adorable. Adorable. Like the cutest person in the cutest person in the executioner's line. Do you think she'll kill us if we don't, you know, what? Defeat the Fiend Lord of the Fiends? Lord of the Fiends? Yeah, I think she would. I was thinking about the other, you know. The knight. The knight leaned closer. I think... Yeah. I think she might. Honestly, I think she might have to. No, I meant... No. I meant... Mugen pointed a thumb back the way they had come. Down the spiraling stairway towards the rest of Abomination Castle and the 10,000 fiends that resided there. We didn't exactly clean house, you know? The knight. The knight sighed so hard, the bottom part of their helmet nearly came loose. The knight sighed so hard, the bottom... Okay, insert the name for the bottom part of their helm. Nearly came loose. Okay, he caught himself. He suddenly realized how raw his reaction had been, and he leaned closer to Mugen, as though to make sure no one but them could ever hear the following. Listen, okay. Perhaps the quest. Oh, call them quests, not missions. Yes, that's so good. That's so good, Maxi. It's so good. Perhaps the quest called for the destruction of all 10,000 fiends. But these legends, you can't really expect. You can't really expect them. You can't really assume they are literal. That's not very knight-like of you. So it's also not very... Perhaps the quest called for the yeah, perhaps, yes. Perhaps the quest called for the destruction of all 10,000 fiends, but... Mugen, come on, these legends, you can't really assume they are literal. Well, no, of course not. You know, sure, you know, they've been, you know, sure, they've been passed down for, no, of course not. Mugen nodded, suddenly. Suddenly, Mugen nodded, swallowing the bitter pill of agreeing with the knight on anything. Of course not. I mean, they are legends. So some of those details have got to be. Some of those details have got to be wrong sometimes. I mean, she can't expect us to fulfill the legend. By the letter. I mean, we couldn't even bring our horses. She can't expect us to fulfill the legend by letter. We couldn't even bring our horses. Right. The knight The knight let out a nervous laugh, then looked over his shoulder. He had just felt, a brisk, no, a harsh breeze brush over him. But how did he feel it so raw? So raw when he had his silvery armor on. It couldn't be her. Not so far away. And we both agreed to sneaking in. It was the better course of action. Well, Mugen nodded. Only a fool would have thrown themselves at 10,000 fiends just to get to this one. Of course. Do I want to clarify that like they literally just snuck by? Perhaps a different pair of heroes might have marched up Death Mountain, knocked on the front door of Abomination Castle, and asked kindly for the 10,000 inhabitants to line up so each could have their moment at their their moment on the pointy end of their spear and sword. Remove perhaps a different pair of heroes might have marched up Death Mountain, knocked on the front door of Abomination Castle, and asked kindly for the 10,000 inhabitants to line up, so each could have their moment on the pointy end of their spear and sword. A different pair of heroes might have done that. Not these two. These two. Not. Instead, they had circumvented Death Mountain. Who? No. Or as much as they were able to, telling by the scratches on their armor and boots. And then snuck around the exterior of Abomination Castle using rope and the storm, using the rope to climb up the nonsensical levels, and the storm to hide the sounds of them. To hide their sounds, to hide their bickering. That's the word I'm looking for. Hide their bickering. And so, they arrived at their current location, having defeated no fiend, found no treasure, and by definition, and earned no glory by every metric known to bards throughout the land. But as they had both knight and and neither. Ooh, as both Knight and neither had pointed out along the journey. I mean, is anyone really gonna... I mean, they don't need to know. They don't. Perhaps. Sure, we have not fulfilled this to the... What do Barts even know? The Knight. What? We could perhaps... No, I'm losing the thread, Throughout the land, but as both Knight and neither had pointed out along their journey, if they are the only two witnesses to the legend's fulfillment, then who's to say what happened and what didn't? They don't really no, 10,000 is way too many demons. 10,000 is just way... It's just way too many fiends to battle in one workday. Mugen said, trying to convince themselves, it really is above our pay grade. I mean, I could do such a thing. The Knight said. No, you know what? We have Mugen saying this normally. Mugen noted. The Knight said, trying to convince himself. There you go. That's much better. I mean, I could do such a thing, but it would be the knightly thing to do. The silence. He let the word hang for a second more, and then he said what he truly felt. But it really is above our pay grade. It's not like, we don't really get paid by the demon. They're not paying us by the demon. True. Mugen nodded again. How do we end up? Oh, there you go. I did kind of do stuff that I wanted to do in here, so I guess, you know what? I haven't established yet the problem with the gun mage, but I guess I can just do that later. I'll probably have to change the outlining process for this book anyway. I feel like I was a little bit too limiting, but nonetheless, we move on, we do our best. True. It's not. You don't think. The Knight turned to Mugen, but asked nothing. What? What is it? You don't think it's unknightly to... What is it? Is this wrong? The Knight asked, almost a childlike air about him. It was like a question a child would ask. I mean, we should, as a knight, I am to be the pinnacle of justice and truth. It feels a little... It feels a little wrong to not fulfill the legend true. But that really is a lot of things. We're just, at the end of the day, we're just human. We're just human. You know, we're just human. Sure, we're just human. Mugen, note it. Well, this is just a job. This whole world's a... And this is just a job. This whole world runs on jobs. Everything in this world. Everything in this world. Mugen kicked a rock near their feet. Everything's about it. Everything at the end of the day is about a job. No, everything in this world, everything is about jobs. It feels like things are getting quiet between the both of them. I'm envisioning, you know, how did we end up here? You ever wonder how we ended up here? There was a Mugen meant to say more to get some of those damned thoughts out of their head, but they did not. In part because the night was such a killjoy, and in part because of what came next. Mugen thought about everything that had happened until then. Becoming an orphan at a young age. Realizing that they were not alone even in this struggle. Joining the school at the edge of the world. Learning about vocations. So many points and plots along the vast world of Mugen's life. And it all brought them here. To the doors, atop of the stairs, atop the castle, atop the damn mountain. Atop the mountain named for the apt condition that everyone who entered it suffered one way or another. We really are. Perhaps the knight was undergoing some sort of similar struggle. Perhaps he too found himself entering a room of mirrors. Either way, perhaps that was why the words that came next began to escape his lips without him knowing. How do we end up here? I should feel proud that this legend has found us, but I am not. Perhaps we really are. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't you dare say it. Come on now. Don't you dare say it. Mugen. Ooh. Walked the last... No. Walked up to the door. Threatening to open it. To bring them both into the final chapter of their story. If the knight dared to say what he always said, what everyone in this everyone in the world said when they felt like they had no control over what happened to them or around them. I'm thinking. The knight. Ooh. The knight held his spear tight. Kick the door. No, do I want him to kick the door? I'm gonna have to freaking re-review so many things. We have a minute left. It's fine. Ish fine. I have time to fix the story. It's good. It's good. I'm finding the voice. The voice is good. It's a really pompous, kind of like ridiculous narrator. I'm enjoying this. Knight held his spear tight. The knight looked at Mugen through the holes in the visor of his helmet. Pinkish irises. I don't know if I want to say that. Helmet. Looked at Mugen through the holes in the visor of his helmet. No, Did he need... Okay, I'm gonna put a note here. Did he need to prove himself? Could he turn around? Fucking do it. There you go. I didn't even put... Oh my god. I didn't even put the writing thing on. Oh my god. I was so excited to write, fellas. I was so excited. Anyways, we made it. I'm stupid. Yo, hi, Dara. Welcome in. Thank you so much for wishing me good luck. I appreciate it. Thank ya. I think I missed ya, but it's fine. No worries. Perhaps we really are the free mage. Alright, did I miss anything else, fellas? Did I miss anything while I was gone? I don't think so. Alright, well, with this, fellas, I am comfortable in saying that I just need to look at the outline, you know. But I'm actually really happy jumping in though. I'm happy. Let me just zoom in. I really missed writing, by the way. Thank you, Chippy. Everything said and done, it's 2,000 words. You know, it's not bad. It's actually not bad by any standards. I gotta really look at my, you know. I mean, we worked on the outline for part of today. One of the things that I normally do that I didn't do is that I do like little exercises to get a feeling for the narrator. And like I knew from the moment that I was like brainstorming the story, just the concept of it, that the narrator was gonna be like a pompous kind of like almost fantasy narrator. But then the stuff happening in the story is not fantasy. It's like sitcom-esque, you know. There's stuff here and I like it, but I'm gonna have to work real hard on this. Thankfully, the point of Yes Novel November. The point of Yes Novel November is to make us just work on something. To give ourselves the permission to work on something. And so, I'ma keep working on my book. That's the fun right there. And that's it. That's me. That's me. Fellas, we're done writing for today. I am gonna do dailies for the next 23 minutes, and then my good friend Nomiya Vikshi's gonna stream. So I'm gonna do dailies with my wife. Wifey! My lovely, incredible wife is gonna be joining me today for dailies, by the way. Who the fuck is Nomiya Vikshi? Dude, is this this homosexual who streams? It's I really enjoy their company. This freaking guy, dude, it's the straightest gay person I've ever met. You okay?
I'm good.
You okay? You dying there?
Dude, I've been dying all day, dude.
I am gonna need you to like speak up a little bit.
I've been dying all day, Scoob.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Can you all hear Kitty, by the way?
If I just shout a little, can y'all hear me?
Kitty, can you please introduce yourself and what are your pronouns, please? The other voice coming out of my mouth today.
Hello, I'm Kitty. My pronouns are she, they. I am in pain.
Yeah, but now you are in dailies. Hey, fellas, welcome to dailies. The segment of the stream where we do games you can only play today. By the way, please consider supporting the stream by becoming a member on Coffee, and that's it. Alright, so, Kitty, welcome to Quirtle, where we do 4 Wordles at once, because it's the only way I can feel anything anymore. We open with Rogue, Saturn, and then Blimp. Kitty,
Oh my God,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the keys to the kingdom, Kitty. It's your favorite dramatical murder character, Kitty.
Noisy.
No, your favorite is Clear, isn't it?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Noise is the guy with all the
Deadly
piercings.
Fish. Of course I love him.
If Maxi sends impossible Wordle answers again, I swear to God. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have four letters here. 1, 2, 3, 4 as well up here.
Actually, only 3 on that one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, never mind.
And they said I don't know how to count.
I don't know.
And they said I had to repeat algebra. Wait, he needs... Relax? No.
It's not. Relic? Relic. No, C? No, we haven't had a C. Relic.
Relic it is. Good call, baby.
Woo! Bingo! Can I tell you a funny story?
Yeah, give me a funny story.
So my coworkers have been playing this game called Woodle at work.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like Wordle, but it doesn't show you which letters are in the correct places. It just says on the side, you have 2 greens and 2 yellows.
Oh.
And you gotta figure it out. One time, my coworker was like working on it, and I just like looked over. They asked me, they were like, "What other letter could go with T besides H?" And I was like, "I don't know, like an A or an O. What about taunt?" And they put in taunt, and it was the right.
Dude, let's go.
I didn't even look at the puzzle, dude.
You're good at puzzles. You're good at
I
puzzles.
didn't even look.
My horrible, horrible son who sleeps on a mattress on the ground with his PC and a fold-out table.
Yeah.
Nomiya loves... That's not true. I was gonna say, Nomiya loves straight men. That's not true. That's not true. I deeply...
homosexual.
You know. Nomiya loves straight gay men. How about that? Is that better?
There we go.
Is that better?
Dale says bottom left is topaz.
Hot damn it is.
Oh, we got fucking nothing on the... I think it's Sesame.
I do not think Noise is a straight man. Are you sure about that? Maybe he's one of those gay straight men. You know what I'm saying? Aki, you have sus?
Josh? No, it doesn't start with S.
It's not frush.
Not brush. Crush. Nope, it's not a C.
Oh, we have no... It could be
There's also no R, so
whoosh, whoosh, zwoosh.
that's not how you spell it.
No, missus, I have seen him fuck men with eyes.
With my eyes.
Okay.
Damn, we really got nothing.
What if it is what if it's fuzzy?
Fussy.
What if it's fussy? Yeah! It was bussy.
Yep, that's true.
It was bussy. It was
That's
bussy.
true.
Easy peasy. That's right. That's right. Hot damn. Hot damn. No one ever expects fuzzy. Kitty, welcome to Guess the Game, where we guess the game.
What Silent Hill shit is this shit?
What video game is this, Kitty?
This some fucking, I don't know, dude.
This is not Return of the Obra Dinn.
No, definitely not.
Could this possibly be
Outlast?
Amnesia the Bunker?
The Bunker.
All right, 81% score on Metacritic.
This looks
no.
crunchy.
What if this is that game that we were content warning?
It doesn't look this crunchy. I don't think.
It's not. Oh, okay. All right. This is something.
This is old. This shit old. Give me an old horror game. Give me
Old horror game?
Spooky game on the PC. I know.
Nope. This is not Nope. This shot here is so like not Nope. Harvester. This is not Harvester. Okay. Oh, I fell. Oh, this is the cat lady. Guys, this is the cat lady. Why aren't you all pogging? This is the cat lady.
I don't know what this is.
You don't know what the cat lady is?
No.
This was like the premier spooky game that YouTubers played back in the day.
Oh, before Amnesia and Slender came.
Yeah,
Ooh, she's
everyone played the cat lady back in the day.
I've never seen this in my life.
I'm actually. Oh wow, that's a horrible shot to have at the end. I can't believe you guys. Oh my god.
Yeah,
2012, yeah, back in the before times. Yeah, Chippy got flashbacks. Kitty, what game is this, Kitty?
Stardew Valley?
This is not Stardew Valley.
This looks really, really familiar. I've played the shit out of this. What is this?
Are you sure? Because this may be Commodore 64 for all I know.
I don't know. This
Give me one
looks
skip. Give me
really
one skip.
familiar.
Is this an old game? This is Earthbound? I don't think this is Earthbound.
That style reminds me of Earthbound.
This is a really clean pixel style. This makes me think it's a platformer. It's
Bubsy.
yeah, the screen being so big makes me think that you're playing as like a rat or something. It's a rat. You're playing as a rat.
Yes.
It's an arcade game. Okay, Kitty, think of an arcade game that looked like this, Kitty.
I'm too young for
It's
that.
not The Simpsons. This is the TMNT. Could this be the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles arcade game?
Tate Attack. Time 88.
Time 88.
It's a beat 'em up.
It's a beat 'em up, huh? An old. Oh, is this Gauntlet?
Is this like something city, River City, or whatever?
No, this is not.
No,
No,
that's too fantasy.
is this Golden Axe? Golden Axe. Give me a Golden Axe, please. Oh, it's Double Dragon. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It's Double Dragon. It's Double Dragon. The Sacred Stones. There you go. I see this man and I'm like, yeah. When he walks into the Dragon Burger, he asks for the double. That joke is actually kind of smart if you think about
It
it.
is pretty good. Golden Knights are so
Chippy, I love you. This looks like a fucking
PS3
or a Switch game. This could be a Switch game.
Yeah.
This could be like the game where you are a cop and you chain up spirits. What a fucked up concept.
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain.
That might have more pizzazz.
You think it has more Riz?
Yeah. Astral Chain's got its riz. It's platinum.
This is a slutty game. Look at this thigh. This is a slutty game.
Is this the remaster for fucking Shin Megami Tensei?
Oh, you think this is Nocturne 3D?
Yeah.
With a 30%? I don't
It's
know.
90%.
90%.
I don't even know. If
There's
they have-
no way the original one got 90% back in the day. Give me one skip.
Shit.
Okay, so
Oh, it's on PS5.
it's a PS5? This is a PS5 game?
That hand it made me think of the cheerleader.
Oh, is it Stellar Blade? Is this Stellar Blade?
Is that on other things?
No, okay.
It's a fighting game.
It's a fighting
Is
game.
that the Tekken, the robot girl?
I don't know if it is.
I love her.
Well, I guess Stellar Blade was only on Sony. This is a fight. What fighting game is this?
It's not fucking
I don't know who the fuck this is. This looks like ass.
new Mr. Tekken. Does Tekken look like ass?
Oh, I guess it really was just Tekken 4?
4?
No, Tekken 8? It was Tekken 8.
I knew that hand.
Oh, and they show them the single player mode. Oh my god, what a horrible choice. All right, Kitty. We have 15 more minutes. I think we can do. No, let's just do Pokemon.
Okay, I'll keep on.
Welcome to Pokedoku, where we do Sudoku backwards, but it's Pokemon.
Wow.
YouTuber energy. Kitty. We have Psychic, Dual Type, Monotype, Mega Evolved, Final Evolution. This face is throwing me off so bad. I'm going to U-Block Origin, sap you out of existence. Goodbye. There we go. That's so much better now.
Let's go with Mega Evolve since that's
Kitty, Mega Evolve.
Give me Mega Slowbro, our boy.
Mega Slowbro. Good call. Kitty, give me a Dual Type Mega Evolved Pokemon.
Give me I don't know any of the new ones because we haven't gotten there yet, so I can't say that. Give me fuck. Why am my brain working?
I mean, like, you can also just think of Pokemon that are Dual Type who Mega Evolve, like, Sharpedo.
Oh yeah. Some of them change.
A Monotype. Now,
That's a little spicy.
a guy who does not change type, Kitty.
Ampharos? Does it? No, Ampharos gets Dragon.
Yeah. Isn't Mega Audino just normal?
It could gain Fairy. I'm not sure. No.
Okay, we both know that Mega Blastoise is still just water.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah, Dale, we're shaking hands. Kitty, the final evolution that can learn Psychic. This Alakazam. Nomia says, Maxi, why do you always think of Sharpedo? I almost never think of Sharpedo. Well, I like Gen 3. I thought there was a good amount of water in it. But I like Sharpedo. I actually dislike the Mega. I think it looks stupid.
All the Megas look stupid.
Mega Slowbro, kind of,
That is objectively very stupid.
Chat, should I eject my wife right now?
I love him, but he's objectively very stupid.
Sharpedo's Gen 3? Oh my god. Oh, Nomia, sweet child of mine. Sweet child of mine. Kitty, final evolution that's dual type, Kitty.
Give me fucking...
Name a final evolution.
Hisuian Typhlosion.
GP says stupid, affectionate. Kitty, name a psychic Pokemon that can learn psychic.
Wow. Give me like, I don't know, Gardevoir or some shit.
Kitty, give me a psychic that's dual type.
Slow King. Wait, is he dual type?
I don't know, Kitty, is he?
Is he still water or is he just psychic?
Of course he's still why would he lose the water?
Yo no sé.
The water.
Yo no sé.
Can you give me a monotype that is psychic?
Gee, oh boy. Give me fucking... fucking Abra, dude.
We're so old. We're so
Gen 1 old.
Kitty, a final evolution that's monotype. This one is actually pretty hard.
No, let me think about it. Hitmon bottom. Or no, man. The top. Hitmon top.
Hitmon bottom, huh?
Yeah.
I guess Mega Alakazam, I guess.
Raichu!
Oh, Raichu! Okay. There aren't that many. Actually, the list keeps going, huh?
Yeah,
okay, it turns out there's actually a lot. Actually.
There's a lot.
Kitty, welcome to Game Doll, where we guess the game by guessing the game.
Oh yeah, there's a new daily boobies.
Kitty.
I couldn't do this one at work.
Wait, did I do? I did all of them, I guess.
Oh damn. Did you guess all the boobies?
I did not.
Oh, rip.
Oh, Hitmon bottom is Tyrogue. Damn it, Nomia. Kitty, no, Nomia, I think it's kind of effed up. Nomia, I think it's my captions were stuck at boobies. Nomia, I think it's really messed up that you're implying that being a bottom is a lower evolution tier than being a top. You're like, all bottoms eventually have to evolve into tops, and
That's really toxic.
that's actually really toxic of you, Nomia Vikshi.
This is Monaco, right?
This is Monaco. What's yours is mine. Nope. Is this in this Geometry Wars? Or Geometry Dash or whatever? Yeah, there you go.
Good job.
It looked like it. Kitty, here's some artwork, Kitty. What game is this?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what this is. I immediately know what this is.
Do I know what this is? Is this a Dragon Quest? Is this a Builders? He looks chunky.
I don't know if it's Bill.
He looks...
I thought this was Ring Fit Adventures, but I guess it could be Dragon Quest.
Oh, no, I like your answer first. He does kind of look like that guy.
No.
It is on the Switch.
It is on the Switch, so this must be Dragon Quest then.
What the fuck is that? Is that the? No, that's the.
No, this is Sonic. This is Sonic.
Yeah.
This is
Sonic.
Frontiers or whatever.
Yeah. That's,
yeah, you can see that's Sonic right there. I see him now. I see him now.
Sense.
Okay, it's a Sonic. Okay, so this is Sonic what?
Oh, what? Wait, it's not the new one.
Sonic.
What the fuck?
I don't know what Sonic this is. Sonic Forces?
Is that the new one? Yeah.
It was Sonic Forces. Okay, that's good. Thank God. I like how Sonic was the NES Batman. It's true. All right, Kitty. Whose leg is this, Kitty?
That's a skelly character, right?
If it's not a scary character, you're gonna feel so bad.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, Kitty. Who's this, Kitty?
Who's this man? Who is this?
Is this a hoof or a shoe?
I think that's meant to be like a clog.
Like a clog?
A clog. This is a scarecrow. Type of scarecrow.
Nope.
Alright, I got no fucking idea.
That's It Takes Two? Okay, what's the name of the character? Yeah, that's It Takes Two character, okay.
I don't know her name. Cutie.
It must be Cody.
I think it's Cody. I don't think they're cutie.
Is a British woman?
Wow.
That was May, by the way. That was May from the video game
It Takes Two.
It Takes Two. Well, it was Cutie or Cody, so I went with Cutie. Kitty, here's I want a game for Kitty. I have a game for you. It's a quiz, a buzzer, and lifelines, Kitty.
Millionaire? Who wants to be a millionaire?
Holy crap, Kitty, you're goated.
Watch the show all the fucking time.
Kitty, I have let's guess a game by guessing a game. Kitty, name a game.
Near. My beloved.
Which one?
Replicant.
Who wants to win 1,000,000 bears? All right, Kitty. This game is from before 2010, so rip Nomia.
It is on the PS3. Give me Little Big Planet 1.
Little Big Planet 1.
First one.
It is a game with single player, multiplayer, cooperative, and it is not side view, third person. It must be a first person game.
Yeah. What? What year
Is it
did
a
the
shooter?
PS3 come out? Oh, your time was going.
Oh, is my time going?
Fucking dead.
He's not dead. He's probably just hungry.
He just shit himself.
Kitty, don't say that. Could
He's
you?
a baby. It's fine.
He's actually an adult now.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
you are being
he's not-
very disrespectful to him.
Well, you know what? Maybe he shouldn't shit on the floor then.
I am gonna destroy you.
That's fair.
Please tell me he's actually eating. Oh my god, dude, my guy's just like Kendra. Come on, buddy, come on, eat something, come on. Okay, he ate something. Good. He's so cute. He's a little lizard. Okay.
He's very cute.
You know, I grew him just for you. I was like, he's gonna love this guy.
He is a cute guy. What year did the PS3 come out?
Let me just check if it's just Killzone 2. Okay.
I like that.
It's a shooter from before that. It's a first-person game.
Do you know what year the PS3 came out?
I don't know. I would assume it's
Before
2007, I guess.
Yeah, because it's before 2008. Okay. 2007. A Call of Dukes?
Oh, Call of Duty. What? Like
I don't remember.
Like it would be Black Ops 1? Black Ops? No.
No.
Oh, this is a good game for guessing stuff. Activision and Squeenix are there too.
Yeah.
2006.
So it's only a shooter for genre.
It's a science fiction shooter. It's a science fiction shooter. Science fiction
No,
shooter.
Mass Effect is third person.
Is it Fear?
Fear and Hunger.
No, it's like FEAR. Fear. Fear 2: The Project Origin.
Ooh.
It is okay. It's action science fiction. It's a horror game.
Space?
Dead Space does not have multiplayer or co-op.
Oh, and only until.
Unless it's
2 or
Deadscape
3.
2.
But that's too. That's too.
Fumbled and humbled.
That's true.
Maxi, try Doom.
It could be a Doom, but I'm not sure.
I don't think. What Doom 3? Was Doom 3 even on?
It's older than Okay.
It is Doom. It is a Doom game.
What the fuck? Oh, so it was just re-released on the PS3. God damn it. Son of a bitch.
It's oh okay.
I hate when they do that.
So what? It's just regular Doom? It's just the original Doom?
No.
It's Doom 2?
Yes. Doom 2 Hell on Earth, you press.
Doom 2 Hell on Earth. It's Doom 2 Helen of Troy. Alright, fellas, that's it.
Away.
Kitty, you want to do a couple more Guess the Game since we still have 4 minutes?
Yeah.
Alright, Kitty, I have a game for you, Kitty. What game is this, Kitty?
This looks actually familiar, but I can't place it.
Damn it, I thought it was SAP.
Ooh, wait, whoa.
Is this Silent Hill? This is Silent Hill.
This could be Silent Hill. Is this the remake?
No, it's Silent Hill 2, baby.
This is not Silent Hill 2 itself. That's... Well, maybe. PS2 games look better than I would think.
It's a Silent Hill game.
On the PS2?
And PC.
3.
The way that you're like, this could not be, and I'm like, it was.
The PS2 actually looks good, and people shit on it.
People shit on the PS2.
Look, it's Heather, this
People
baby
shit on the
girl.
PS2.
Baby girl.
Back in the day, the PS2 was good enough.
Hello. Oh, this is the game, the game that's all like this kind of style.
Is it?
We see it all the time on sale on the Switch.
Are you sure?
No, that's my guess.
Well, like West of Loathing or something?
Yeah.
Holy crap, I'm goated!
I'm going.
Yeah, my wife is goated. Yo, hi Lorenzo. And that's it, fellas. I'm done for today. I want to thank you so much for watching. My good friend Nomiya Vikshi is literally streaming in 3 minutes. Perhaps even sooner than that. Let me go see if Nomiya is already youtube.com/Nomiya Vikshi. You know what? Wait, hold up. I have the link in the chat. I can just open the link.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why am I typing shit out? Did anyone get banned today, by the way? Well, I was just...
No.
Oh, perfect. Good. Yeah, there you go. My good friend Nomiya is playing Yakuza 0 today. Please consider going to go check out. You know what? I'm going to leave you the link precisely right here. I got banned. Oh, damn, Chippy.
Oh.
But, you know, I got better. A minute and 50 seconds. So with that, fellas, I will be back on... Let me check my schedule real quick. I think I'm streaming on Monday.
I'm pretty sure we said Monday.
I'm pretty sure we said Monday. Yeah, I'm doing another write-in on Monday. So if you would like more creative vibes, please consider joining us for that. And that's it. I'm done. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Please consider checking out the Discord for more stuffs, particularly more Yes Novel November goodness. And with that, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely, lovely, lovely rest of your day. And I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Beep boop.
I was just gonna say, we also have a stream tomorrow on Nomiya's channel. Check out Sarah. Okay, bye.